Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
Greetings, Intelligence. We're back to looking at episodes of DS9, episodes with the two-part episode from Season 3, The Search. Part 1 and Part 2. And what happened in this, two-parter? This is the first appearance of the USS Defiant, in a way.
It's definitely a Federation starship, but I've never seen that design before.
Federation ship with a cloaking device?
It's hailing us.
On screen.
Hello, Major. Sorry to startle you, but I wanted to test the Defiant's cloaking device.
The Defiant?
I brought back a little surprise for the Dominion.
So what happened in, both these things? One thing that's going on is Cisco is trying to understand the nature of the end forces in the, Gamma Quadrant. And, in this case, the Jem'Haddar, and also the Dominion, and who are exactly the founders, in a way. So, honestly, when I was watching this, at first, I was, also trying to do other things, editing things, and honestly, it's been kind of a tiring day. I'm gonna say, at first, I thought, not so sure if I'm into this at first. But as the episode, part 1 of it went along, I thought, I'm getting into this. And that, as the, part 1 would go along, and then some moments where I thought, Odo is wanting to leave, and both, O'Brien and Dax, when eventually they are in a station that they think, okay, this is all the details that we need, in a way. They end up being held hostage, and then Cisco, Kira, and Odo are having to get away after being ambushed. And what ends up being discovered is that both Kira and Odo are now on a planet of the Changelings, which is the home planet for his race. And things that I thought were pretty good is that so Cisco and the crew were able to get away. They were able to get back to DS9 and away. One thing that leads to another is suddenly there is the idea of a peace treaty. Yeah, I thought this part 1 was really good. I thought it was really good in the fact that it leads into a cliffhanger in that, Odo finds the race of his, and we are basically just coming up with the idea of, okay, who are the Jem'Haddar, and can there be an idea of peace between them? And part 2 of it, the group is all trying to, in a way, figure out, okay, so, peace, and at the same time, Garrick is not surely saying, I'm not so sure about this. Also in the fact that the Romulan that was helping them out was basically, told, no, we don't want that. The Dominion doesn't really want to do along and work with the Romulan, and with the Dominion and all them, and the Jem'Haddar. And one group of Jem'Haddar basically attacks O'Brien and Bashir, so a bit of conflict goes on the ship, and those moments are pretty good. It show escalation and all that, while on the planet with Odo and and Kira, they are both trying to, in a way, Kira is trying to say, what's going on here on this planet, while Odo is slowly coming to grips and understanding his race and all that. But the big reveal of the storyline is in that both Cisco and the rest of the crew is being held hostage on the planet that Odo and Kira are on, and the founders are actually the Changeling.
Are you really willing to leave it again so soon?
Unless you intend to stop me.
No changeling has ever harmed another.
Whatever you do to them, you're going to have to do to me.
They're free to go.
Thank you.
Which is really good, honestly. It's like, a race that had been, held down is basically trying to take control, in a way, in power. So, and I also thought the idea of the Jem'Haddar, I actually think that they seem more intimidating than the, Zindi from Enterprise, honestly. But, I mean, I did like Enterprise, but at the same time, I feel like, say, the Jem'Haddar, I feel like they come off as more, okay, this is a threat.
I want to know what the hell is going on.
Commander, I don't appreciate your barging in here.
I want to know why my science officer's been transferred without my consent. I want to know why my chief of operations is lying in the infirmary while the Jem'Haddar who beat him is free to walk the station. And I want to know why the Federation is willing to risk a war with the Romulans to form an alliance with a group of people that we hardly know and barely trust.
Anyway. But I thought both of these episodes were really good. I thought they were both very good. But see you next time.